Hello there and welcome to another video of mine. First of all, off the bat, I'd like to say thank you to all those who watched my previous videos. I do appreciate it, and to all those who made a comment as well. Special thank you to you. I do appreciate it, and I hope you'd like to make the same comments now. Anyway, on to the title. Halo 3, what a disappointment. Now, I'm a big fan of the previous Halo games. Halo 2 for me was a slight disappointment, of course. I think it was for most people who played it. But Halo 1 still stands out as one of the greatest games on the Xbox. Now, Halo 3 were constantly promised great things by Bungie and Microsoft. And of course, I mean, it's the game that a lot of people bought the Xbox 360 for. And it's a game a lot of people are looking forward to. I mean, there's no doubt it's going to sell the most on the Xbox 4. It's going to easily smash Gears of War's record, that sort of thing. But does it deserve it, really? Can we actually say that? I mean, for right now, the game doesn't look good. I mean, the graphics in terms of progression, they haven't progressed a lot from Halo 2. They do look a lot better, I must say, a lot more sharper and a lot more detail, but it's not a big jump. It should be a lot bigger, and hopefully Bungie are saying that they're going to make the graphics look a lot better, but we heard that before with Halo 2. Now, when we had the great E3 trailer, which looked brilliant, turned out to be CGI, naughty Bungie, naughty. Then we had the new screenshots, didn't look that good. Bungie is saying it's going to look a lot better by the time release, and Halo 2 didn't look a lot better. It's full of a lot of glitches. A lot of the cutscenes had like procedural resolutions where like the character would just suddenly pop up out of nowhere, all the textures were, so it just looked horrible, really. So Halo 3 having the same problems, really. It doesn't look that good. It doesn't look as good as the E3 trailer that they showed us. And they're going to promise us that it's going to look better. And it's a bit too early to actually say it's not going to look better, but in my eyes, I don't think it's going to be the big improvement that everybody wants to make the Halo 3 series the standout game on the 360. I mean, currently it doesn't look as good as Gears of War, and I don't think it will be able to touch it, really. Now, on to another aspect, the actual gameplay of it hasn't really changed. I mean, it's the still same, jumping around, using the same weapons, and just shooting whatever you can as fast as you can, and then running away as soon as your shield and your weapons runs out to hide in cover. Now, that's not really progression either. They've added a few new items, like the Mongoose ATV, which was an idea from Halo 2 that was that was just knocked off Halo 2 because they couldn't develop it in time, so they brought it back for Halo 3. So we've got a few recycled ideas and a few new ones. Things like the bubble shield does look like a great idea, and is also nicely balanced as well because you can jump in it and just stab somebody with a plasma sword, that for instance, that should be cool. But at the same time, there is no progression in the game whatsoever. It looks better, it sounds better, and it's got some new ideas, but it's the same old Halo. It's the same old cheating people using the same tactics. It's the same old slightly boring storyline, if we're being honest. The same macho silent marine type beating up aliens again. Great big Xbox 360 theme this year, I think you'll agree. Things like Mass Effect and Gears of War as well. And so why is there a lot of hype around Halo 3? I can't quite understand it. I mean, there's a lot of people who enjoyed Halo 2. Like, a billion games have been played on Xbox Live, that sort of thing. But why? What is so good about Halo? It's just a normal first-person shooter. I mean, it's no different from any other, really. I mean, all that's really different about it is that it was the first one to use a lot of ideas like including vehicles and rechargeable shields and limited weaponry in the game. But other than that, what's it adding to the concept now? It's just a slightly stale old franchise that for instance, I can't wait to play it. I can't wait to play the finished retail version, but right now it's looking the same as Halo 2 in a lot more ways than it shouldn't. I mean, perhaps I'm not making that much sense, but I'd like to hear your comments on it. But right now, for me, Halo 3 is not worth any of the hype it's getting, and I also feel a bit bitter as well because too many people bought Crackdown because it had the Halo 3 beta. They didn't buy Crackdown because it's a great game. There was even a few people saying how they haven't even opened up the Crackdown disc until the beta came around. Now, to me, that's a bit disgraceful, and you're just playing into Microsoft's hands there by buying it because it's got the Halo 3 sticker on it. That to me is a bit stupid because you're missing out on one of the great games on the Xbox. That's just another story anyway. That's just me complaining about all the Halo 3 fanboys there are, proclaiming it to be the best first-person shooter. No doubt I'll get some of those comments as well. Can't wait for that. I want to see what their argument is. But right now, the big question is, why is Halo got so much hype behind it when it's not that good, in my opinion? What's yours?